I got interested in old radios probably only maybe 10, 15 years ago. And I would see an old radio in somebody's house and I'd say, oh boy, that's really cool. Does it work? And they would always say, no. So I said, well, I wanted to get one. So if I got one, I wanted to be able to fix it or have it fixed because I didn't want just a piece of furniture. I wanted a functioning piece of technology, old technology.
Interesting. Is that typical that a court issues an opinion using a theory set forth by that type of brief?
Definitely not. It's very rare.
These are my favorite style, the cathedral, or some people call them honeycomb, but I think technically most people refer to them as cathedral style.
Fare thee well, fare thee well, fare thee well, my fairy babe. Gonna Louisiana for to see my Susiana and Pala doodle all day.
And so when I was in the Navy back in 1968, they chose me to be an electronics technician, which I really didn't want to be, and that's where I got my electronics training, was in the Navy for about 6 months down in near Memphis. Up till about 15 years ago, then I started getting reinterested in electronics, and so I could take some of these old radios like this apart and put them back together and make them work, hopefully. So that's basically when I got interested, and I have gone a little wild in collecting radios to be fixed, like a lot of people who collect radios, and people in the radio club that I belong to. You tend to see something you really like and you grab it, and before you know, you got several shelves full of radios to work on. And if they're like me, some of them are, then you've got a shelf of radios that you had to set down because you didn't know, you got stumped, and you came to a point where you didn't know what else to do. So anyway, I have fair luck, I guess, in restoring them the first time. Probably maybe 60 to 70% of the radios I start working on, I'm able to get them working without any help. So being a member of the radio club of Iowa, then I have access to people who are a lot more smart about these things than me, and I can tap their knowledge, and they help me to finish off some of these sets that I have sat down. Right now, restored sets that I have are, I probably got about 20, 20 or 30, and I probably have like 40 or 50 that I haven't restored yet. And sometimes I buy them and I just turn them around at the annual auction just to make some money, to pay for the parts that I'm constantly buying to fix these things.
I went to see a young lady, I've been there before. Her shoes and stockings in her hands and her feet all over the floor. Champagne dollars on it.
Flea markets are just a great place to spend an afternoon, and they're like a social event. They're just great to people watch and just see the kind of characters besides yourself who are there, looking for that same diamond in the rough that you're looking for. The larger the better as far as I'm concerned, because I could spend all day at a flea market just digging through junk and trying to find something maybe a friend or a relative had been looking for. And so that's what I like to do is just scour through all the offerings that a flea market or an antique store has to offer. When I first started collecting antiques and collectibles, I would pick up most anything that had a photographic theme, and also just about anything that had to do with antique radios or radio parts. But now I'm a little more selective on what I like to buy and or display, because I do have limited space now as we've moved to a smaller home. But in general, I'll pick up those things still, and maybe I'll sell it in the next year, but I'll hold on to it for a little while before and enjoy it before I get rid of it. These are some of my favorite figurines. I've been collecting these for, I don't know, 20 years maybe, and anything that had a camera on it, I would buy, and I must have well over 100 different figurines, but this is one of my favorite figurines, and I think this is from like either the 30s or 40s, and there's a matching lady in an old-time swimming suit that goes with this that I'm trying to restore because it got dropped and fell apart a little bit. But I just think they're kind of unique. People have in the past picked up a lot of different things for me, and they might not know whether I would like it or not. And so I've got boxes of stuff that I really don't really care to display, but I know from talking with other photographer friends that photographers become the end spot for an old camera, an old piece of junk that people don't know what to do with. But some of these are kind of unique. I also collected a Kodak, anything that had Kodak on it. So I have kind of a 100, 150 different piece with Kodak logos on it. One of my favorite pieces is this one back here of the Brownie Scout with the colored box camera. I like that quite a bit. And this Hummel piece here is pretty nice too. It's kind of a popular one with photographers. And this down here is the smallest Kodak box camera that Kodak made back in the day. I actually took a picture as large as the back of the camera. And I like this one too. This is a good one. This is kind of a unique thing here. It's an old darkroom lamp that ran off kerosene with a red filter in here.
Champagne Charlie is my name, by golly, and roguing is stealing is a game.
I got this display case from a local pharmacy, and so that made it nice to be able to display quite a few things, and it does pretty good. It has a lockable door on it, and I've had this for about 20 years maybe. And these are actually whiskey decanters down here, and a couple of them are actually still full. But one of my most favorite things, I don't know if I've ever showed you or not, is my Pride and Joy.